Welcome back, folks, on this Sunday evening. We apologize for some technical difficulties, but we are back with Game 2 of today's softball doubleheader. Bloop here on the right, not able to evade the second baseman, Carol Ross, and that will end the third inning. The score is 2-0, so let's get you caught up with how we got here. Madeline Buskey on the mound. She's through 3 innings. Scattered 2 hits, a single and a double. Has 3 strikeouts. And so no score for the Cougars. Aurora with a couple of runs across in the first. Josie Liddon reached on an infield single. Ashley Talaga had an RBI double deep to center 2 batters later. And 2 batters after that, Tyler Chambers with an RBI swinging bunt. And that was it for Aurora in the first inning. Haven't been able to get a runner past first in the ensuing couple of innings. And now we're through 3 here with the score 2-0 Aurora. Ashley Schroll in the pitcher circle for Concordia Chicago. 3 innings of 2-run ball, 5 hits, including getting out of the last couple of frames unblemished. And so here we are, ready to see the middle of the Concordia order in the top of the 4th. So it's Sydney Starrett, Tegan Oast, Becky Peroni, Bella Archuleta, Gina Westfall, Carol Ross, Ashley Schroll, Nia DeGeorge, and Jessica Gang. The lineup here for CUC, and it's the middle of the order, so it's Bella Archuleta stepping up here, facing Madeline Buskey, and it's ball 1 here to begin Archuleta. Archuleta started the day hitting .386, grounded out to second to end the first. Now 0 for 3 on the evening, hitting here from the right side against Buskey. The 1-0 pitch fouled off down the right field line and out of play. For Aurora, Jordan Seafried playing third, Ashley Talaga at short, Josie Liddon plays second, Lexi Rayborn's at first, and Tyler Chambers is behind the plate. Delilah Aguirre plays left field, Gemma Fiwe is in center, and Faith Biggs is in right. Turning point pitch here for Archuleta is ball 2 as the breaking pitch breaks off the plate outside. Archuleta with the hitter's count here, and it's a liner off the glove of Liddon and in the right field. I think Josie just mistimed that a little bit, and Archuleta will enjoy her first hit of the day. So the leadoff batter aboard here for Gina Westfall, who tries to put down a bunt, and it pops it up to Chambers, who makes a terrific play behind the plate to get the first out. It happened so quickly, Archuleta didn't have a chance to get that far off of first. And Westfall is 0 for 2, and it'll bring Carol Ross to the plate. And she'll take ball 1 outside. Ross struck out in the second inning after going 0 for 1 with a walk in the opener. Hitting .293 to start today's action. Ground ball to short. Talaga lets it go right through her legs, and it'll be an error to put 2 on here. An uncharacteristic error. Talaga has made some terrific defensive plays, but that one just hopped its way through. And it's Aurora's first error of the day. Averaging less than 1 per game. And it'll bring Ashley Schroll to the plate with a chance to help herself. She'll foul off the first pitch. Schroll retired on a comebacker to Buskey to end the second. She went 1 for 2 with a triple in game 1. Hitting .283 at the start of today's action. She'll take strike 2 over the outside half. Buskey trying to battle back here. 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Batting order for Aurora: Josie Liddon, Gemma Fiwe, Ashley Talaga, Lexi Rayborn, Tyler Chambers, Delilah Aguirre, Shelby Lynn, Jordan Seafried, and Faith Biggs. Same order as in game 1. The only change is Tyler Chambers and Josie Liddon switch positions. Ground ball to short. This time Talaga sure-handed. And it'll be a fielder's choice, 6-5 to get the lead runner. So Archuleta is retired. Ross advances to second. Schroll will be on first. Same situation, runners on first and second. Now 2 outs for Nia DeGeorge, who will take strike 1 over the outside corner. George did not play in game 1. Starts the day hitting .294, has 13 RBIs. Popped out the first, foul territory in her first plate appearance. 2 outs, tries to put down a bunt here and beat out the throw to first, but wasn't able to get it down in fair territory. Buskey a pitch away from getting out the top of the 4th damage-free. He's pitched around a little bit of traffic today, but just misses above the letters here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. DeGeorge, sharp liner to right, slicing foul. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buskey's offering misses outside. Has enjoyed that spot and has gotten some late swings protecting. DeGeorge doesn't accommodate, and the count is 2-2. And the senior will not go away. Hitting just a touch under 300 for her career. It's her 115th game. 2-2 outside. We'll have a full count. Could be a pitch away from being out of the inning. Could be a pitch away from the bases loaded. Or anything in between. Foul ball. And we'll have the 9th pitch of this plate appearance coming up. And that matches the longest today from Sydney Starrett and Josie Liddon, both back in the opener. Easily the longest here of game 2. Fly ball, shallow center, Feeway to her left and forward, just off the logo, has it, and ends the inning. And Concordia Chicago still not able to come up with the timely hit. They get a hit and an error and leave 2 but don't score. And we're halfway through with Aurora leading Concordia Chicago 2-0. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th here, and Aurora will bring the bottom 3rd to the plate here against Ashley Schroll, who after giving up 2 in the first inning has settled in. Scattered a couple of hits through the ensuing couple of innings, and now deals with Shelby Lynn. Lynn started today hitting .333. 1 for 2 with a double in the opener. Takes strike 1 here. She lined out to right to end the first inning, and bats here for the second time from the right side. The 0-1. Runs low and in. Schroll at 54 pitches, 32 for strikes. Trying to keep Aurora right where they are here and give the Cougar bats a chance to get back in this. This is up and in here to Lynn. It's 2 balls and a strike. Lynn with that double in game one, able to snap a 3-game hitless skid. Looking to make it hits in back-to-back games here. Fouls off the 2-1. Great crowd here today. We had to wait a little bit for the weather to subside. Timing was just about perfect. Temperatures pleasant. Fans getting to enjoy some conference softball on a Sunday evening. Foul ball here. The lights are on. We see the setting sun peek out. A little bit of blue sky down the left field line. A little bit of sunshine in game one from time to time. Count 2-2 to Lynn. Chopper to third. Hit sharply, but Archuleta is there on one big bounce. Throw to first in time. 1 away. So that'll bring Jordan Seafried to the plate. We'll get you caught up. Struck out swinging to begin the second. Went 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs in the opener. Started the day hitting .310. Looking to extend her 5-game hitting streak. I don't know how many more chances she'll have to do it. She'll take strike one down the middle. Oh and 1. As Schroll steps back in, leaning forward, now winds and deals, and Seafried pops it up. First baseman Paulauskis Lauer will call off Schroll and make the play to our right of the pitcher's circle. 2 up, 2 down for Faith Biggs in the 9 spot in the Spartan order. Grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game one. Puts a bunt down and it dies on the chalk. There was a pump fake as Ross tried to get back to cover the bag at first. And it's an infield single here with 2 outs as Biggs is into the hit column. That's another bunt that just could not have been at a better spot, and it brings Paulauskis Lauer up the line. Ross has to be quick to get over the first and takes some time to get from where she's stationed over to the bag at first, and that was all the difference. Turns the lineup over for Josie Liddon, who has a couple of infield singles here in game two after an 0 for 3 opener. Takes strike one on the inside corner. The fastball here from Schroll. Liddon started the day hitting .372. And it's likely going to be still around that number at this point. Now 2 for 5 on the afternoon. Count is 0-1. She shows bunt, pulls back, runner goes, and the throw is in plenty of time. That'll end the inning. Second time a Cougars catcher has thrown out a Spartan today. It was Becky Peroni in game one. It's Jessica Gang doing it here in game two. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-out single thrown out on a stolen base attempt. Nobody left. It's 2-0 Spartans through 4, leading Concordia Chicago. This is Aurora University softball. We're through 4 innings here in game 2 at Bedrosian Stadium. Aurora leads Concordia Chicago 2-0. Concordia Chicago will turn the lineup over. Jessica Gang takes ball 1 to begin this plate appearance. Clean double in the third inning in her first at-bat of the day. Started the day hitting .300. She's 2 for 2. Hits that one sharply in the right. Maybe she's not 2 for 2. That was hit so sharply. Faith Biggs came up throwing. And it's the rare 9-3 put out for the first out. Well, you don't see that every day, folks. Faith Biggs with the outfield assist. That was the right call. Well, she's 1 for 2. And Sydney Starrett with a foul ball here as she tries again for her first hit of this Sunday. Ground out to second and a strikeout here in game 2. She went 0 for 2 with a walk in the opener and now falls behind 0-2. And a tough day in the leadoff spot for the senior. Hitting here from the left side, stays alive on 0-2. Hitting .371 at the start of the day. And Spartan pitchers have kept her off the base paths all except one time. Fly ball, shallow center. Coming off the logo, forward and to her right, Gemma Feeway. She has it. There are 2 away. And that'll bring Tegan Ost to the plate. First pitch to the freshman. Fastball outside. Ost singled in the first after a 1 for 3 day in the opener. And then struck out in the third, but reached on a wild pitch. Puts a bunt down here. It's in fair territory right in front of the plate. And Chambers immediately out in front. A good throw to Josie Liddon covering the bag at first. And Madeline Buskey has her second 1-2-3 inning of the day. And it gives Aurora a 2-0 lead. Well, I guess it doesn't give Aurora a 2-0 lead. It keeps Aurora with a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Aurora holding on to a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Josie Liddon was at the plate when the 4th inning ended. Faith Biggs was thrown out stealing. And so Liddon starts off the 5th. Couple of infield singles, as I mentioned, for her today. Schroll's first pitch is swung on and fouled off the end of the bat down the right field line. Concordia, Chicago, no runs through 10 innings of play. Spartans have batted now in 9 innings and have scored in 4 of them. 0-1. Hits Liddon. And she'll go to first. Aurora now been hit by pitches 33 times, which leads the NAC far and away and has them in the top 10 in the country. So it's quite a painful way to reach base. Liddon now has been hit 6 times. Exceeded only by Gemma Feeway, who's reached after being hit by a pitch 8 times this season, and I'm sure she would prefer for that to come to an end. Takes ball one. Feeway always a threat to put down the bunt. Archuleta at third creeping in. And here Feeway offers and fans at it. Feeway a line out to short and a ground out to third here in game two. She went 1 for 3 with a couple of runs in the opener. Now hitting back-to-back games, looking to make it 3 straight. 1-1 from Schroll. Bunt again. This one is off of her shin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gemma hitting .297 at the start of the day. Has a very speedy base runner ahead of her. Josie Liddon has a conference-leading 21 stolen bases, and she's 1 for 2 today. Feeway, line drive up the middle, base hit. Liddon will hold up at second. And Gemma is 1 for 3 for the second time today. It'll bring Ashley Talaga to the plate. RBI double to give Aurora the lead in the first. Came around to score the second run on Tyler Chambers' infield single. Popped out to second in the third. And an RBI double in game one puts a bunt down here, third base side, fielded well by Archuleta. And then a throw to Ross covering the bag. The sacrifice 5-4 is successful. It advances Liddon and Feeway 60 feet each. There's a couple of runners in scoring position for Lexi Rayborn. Aurora 2 for 6 in game two with runners on second and or third. 6 for 11 in the opener. Rayborn is 1 for 2 in game two. Takes strike one outside half with the fastball. Ground out to second in the first. Single up the middle in the third. She went 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI in the opener. And is absolutely mashed here this season to the tune of 457 at the start of the day and climbing. Takes ball one. Driven in 15 runs against the conference and is hitting over 500. Also homered 3 times. It's half of her total, and she'll wear this one here. And the bases are going to be loaded for Tyler Chambers. Second hit batter of the inning. And that'll bring head coach Sarah O'Malley-Fisher out of the dugout. It was the 4th inning where Aurora plated a bunch of runs to stretch out a 1-0 advantage over the Cougars. They put up 6 and brought 10 to the plate. That started out with 5 straight batters reaching base, including 4 extra base hits in as many to begin the inning. Here in the 5th, not quite as precipitous. Hit batter, single, sacrifice, hit batter to load the bases. Tyler Chambers, an RBI infield single in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. She went 3 for 3 with a triple. A couple of runs scored in the opener, plus an RBI. So 4 for 5 today, not bad. That'll improve on her 374 mark. She's driven in 29 runs, has 5 doubles, a couple of triples, and a home run this season. First pitch swinging, fouled off the end of the bat. Feels like it could be a turning point here in this game. Concordia Chicago can wiggle out of this momentum going into the final innings. And if they can't, if Aurora has another big inning, likely put this one out of reach. The way the Spartan pitchers have been dealing today. Count 1-1 to Chambers. Swing and a line drive up the middle, base hit. Everyone had to hold up to make sure that didn't carry out to Starrett. But when it fell, Liddon comes in to score. Everyone else moves up 60 feet. Chambers has her 3rd RBI today and her 5th hit of the evening. It's 3-0 Aurora. And it moves the line for Delilah Aguirre. A walk in the first, popped out to second to end the third. Well out in front as Schroll pulls the string. Aguirre, though, a single and a 2-run homer that got out of here in a hurry in game 1. It was a 2-run shot in that 4th inning. And now here with the bases loaded, she'll be behind 0-2. Foul ball off to the right side. Aurora does have a grand slam this year. Lexi Rayborn had it. Who else? 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, past the dive of Ose and in the center field. 1 run in, it's Feeway. The second run will be past the tag of Gang. She didn't hang on. And so Feeway and Rayborn both score. Chambers goes first to third. Now that brings Sarah O'Malley Fisher out of the dugout. It's an RBI single for Aguirre. She advances to second on the throw, and it's 5-0 Aurora. And I'm not clear where it was that Gang didn't have the tag, because the throw beat it. The glove was there, and we're not going to get the explanation up here, but I have to wonder if maybe just didn't quite have it. Or maybe the slide dislodged it. Really hard to know. Either way, Aguirre comes through, and Shelby Lynn will bat here with a couple of runners in scoring position. 3 runs already in here in the 5th, and now Shelby Lynn is the potential winning run. There's 1 out. Lynn 0 for 2 here in the nightcap. Schroll in some trouble. Shallow fly to center. Caught by Sturrett. Here's the tag. And that will score Chambers. And now Aguirre called off of second, but she'll get back in as the throw from Archuleta is into the outfield. Now they're going to throw to third and appeal here that Chambers left too soon. And they're asking to appeal if there was a tag, and they're going to say that Chambers left too soon. And that's going to end the inning, as it's a fly ball to center for the second out and a double play. 8-2 to 6. Or rather 8-2 to 5-9, I believe to 6. And that's going to do it for the 4th inning. It stays 5-0. Aurora leading Concordia Chicago through 5 innings. This is Aurora University softball. So we're through 5 innings. It's 5-0 Aurora. And to recap, what happened to end the 5th inning was Shelby Lynn at a fly ball to center. Looked like it would be a sacrifice fly, but The umpires ruled that Tyler Chambers left too early, and so she is doubled off at third. Aurora with 3 runs home in the 5th, and now Becky Peroni tries to start it off. Took ball 1 and then rolls over 1 out to short. Talaga fields it clean. That's a 6-3 put out to begin the 6th inning. It's Concordia Chicago scoreless on the day. Trying to change that, and Becky Peroni is now 0 for 6, 0 for 3 in game 2. Bella Archuleta first pitch swinging and a fly ball to right. That one's pulled in by Biggs, and there are 2 away for Gina Westfall. Westfall 0 for 2. Two runs in the first for Aurora, 3 in the 5th. And a swing and a miss here from Westfall. Buskey, 5 2/3 innings of shutout ball, 3 hits. That's it. 3 strikeouts. And 1 other reach on an error. No walks issued. Buskey's been terrific. 1-1. Fly ball, shallow center. It'll bring Liddon back from second base. She makes the catch a few steps into the turf, and that does it for the 6th here as Buskey has back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. She's retired 8 in a row and has a 2-0 lead for the Spartans as they go to the bottom of the 6th. This is Aurora University softball. Aurora hoping to have the bats out for the final time today. They'll bring 8, 9, and 1 to the plate as Ashley Schroll looks to battle through this bottom of the 6th. Get the bats back out, looking for a rally in the top of the 7th. Jordan Seafried first pitch swinging, and it's in the right field. Hitting streak continues for Seafried. 6 in a row. 1 on here to begin the home 6th. Faith Biggs an infield single a couple of innings ago. She'll have a chance to bat here. Have a pinch runner first. It's going to be Alex Thiel for Seafried. Biggs will hit though. So Biggs here 1 for 2 in game 2. Matt's here from the right side in the setting sun. Tries to bunt and taps it away. Foul. 82 pitches, 55 for strikes for Schroll against 82 pitches for Madeline Buskey, 57 for strikes. Buskey has thrown just 14 pitches over her last 2 innings. Counts 0-1 here to Biggs in the 9 spot of the Spartan order. Tries to bunt again, gets it down. Archuleta will field it, and it's another sacrifice 5-4. That'll move Seafried up a base. Now Josie Liddon. It's reached all 3 times today. A couple of infield singles. Also hit by a pitch, came around to score. Aurora up 5-0, 1 out, bottom of the 6th, but 4 for 7. Make that 4 for 8 with runners in score. Spike that foul. Buskey looking for her first career shutout. If Aurora ends it this inning, she gets it. Otherwise, she'll need to come up with 3 more outs to do it. 0-1, Liddon out in front. Oh, 2 count here for Liddon. Liddon with the bat out, pulls it back, and hits a ground ball right side. It will advance the runner. Ross fields it clean, ranging to her left. It's a 4-3 put out for the second out. And Palauskas Lauer will run it back to Schroll. And that will bring Gemma Feeway to the plate as she tries once again to extend the Spartan lead. She's 1 for 3 with a run scored, and she'll take strike 1 outside on the corner. Schroll 5 2/3 innings, 5 earned runs on 9, make it 10 hits now. Aurora continues to pound out base hits. 0-2 the count. Aurora now 22-0 when scoring 5 or more runs. Trying to extend that mark here. The 14th time they've tapped out 10-plus hits. 0-2. Feeway stays alive. A runner on third, a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th for Aurora. Here's the 0-2. Feeway swings and misses, and will be tagged out by the catcher Gang to end the inning. Leadoff single left stranded, that's it. And it's last chance time for Concordia Chicago. Aurora leading through 6 innings, 5-0. Concordia Chicago running out of outs here, and they will go to a pinch hitter here in the 6th spot as they look to rally. It's Callie Tierney stepping to the plate. A freshman from Corona, California. And she takes ball 1 here as Maddie Buskey tries to close out her first career shutout. Been very good today. Tierney standing in the way. 6 for 16 on the season with a couple of RBIs, and she gets ahead here 2-0. Tierney and then Ashley Schroll, Nia DeGeorge in the 7 and 8 spots, barring any pinch hit changes. Tierney fouls off the 2-0 here. Saw Jordan Seyfried re-enter the game at third base a moment ago. Sharp liner out to third, went off the glove of Seyfried, and it's down into the corner for a base hit. And Tierney looks to start a rally here for CUC and is safely aboard. And that'll bring Ashley Schroll to the plate. Carol Ross now will come in. And run here for Tierney. Schroll 0 for 2. Concordia Chicago needing to come up with 5 runs to extend the game. But haven't scored in all 11 innings today. They were held to 3 hits in the opener. They have 4 here in the nightcap. It's ball 1 outside to Schroll to begin this plate appearance. One out. Swing and a miss. First baseman Rayborn a bit in. Schroll fouls off the 1-2 here. Or fouls off the 1-1 to run the count. 2-1 and 2. Time not on the Cougars' side here in game 2. Fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ross now on first after the pinch hit single for Tierney. Another foul ball here on 2-2. Two-two pitch again from Buskey. Another foul ball. As Schroll will not go quietly. Stop me if you've heard this one. Another foul ball here as Ashley Schroll putting together a terrific plate appearance here for CUC in a pressure spot. Runner goes, ball down and in. And Ross will have an easy stolen base here. Not only that, but the bases will be loaded. Rather, the count will be loaded, not the bases. It's Ross's 4th stolen base, and how about another foul ball here? And so this will be the longest plate appearance of the evening, the 10th pitch coming up, as Schroll just continues to fight off pitches and now bats here with a runner in scoring position and delivers. It's on the chalk, rolls into the corner, and that will break up the shutout. Ross is in the score. Schroll is staying at first. It's 5-1. And Mike McKenzie will come down and call for Hannah Tomasco. So the Spartans will look for Tomasco to slam the door with Concordia Chicago threatening here in the top of the 7th. 5-1 and a pitching change timeout as Maddie Buskey leaves to applause here. 6+ innings, 1 earned run. Tomasco tries to close it out coming up. This is Aurora University softball. Hannah Tomasco, after a 3-hit shutout in the opener, here in a save situation, here's a liner to Ashley Talaga, who makes the play and doubles off Schroll for the second out. Another terrific play by Ashley Talaga, and Hannah Tomasco comes in and immediately gets the twin killing. So Jessica Gang becomes the last chance and takes strike one here from Tomasco. Oh, 1 comes in and hits Gang. And there will be a base runner on here with 2 outs. It will not be credited as a save situation for Tomasco after all upon further review. But she will try to get the final out. Does have a number of saves for her career. She'll try to finish off Sydney Starrett here, who is 0 for 3 in Game 2 and 0 for 5 on the afternoon. Fun attempt here, brings everyone in. Starrett misses. And CUC down to the final strike. Roller out to third. Seafried has it, and this one is over. A 5-3 putout ends it, and Aurora will take both in today's doubleheader. Game 1 goes 5 innings, 8-0. Game 2 goes the distance, and the Spartans win it 5-1. We'll bring you the final totals coming up. This is Aurora University softball. Final for Aurora, it's a sweep today, 5-1 in Game 2. These final totals, 5 runs on 10 hits for Aurora. They leave 6 and go 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. CUC was 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They score a run in the 7th. 5 hits total, 6 left. Does break up the series shutout for CUC, but not enough to get them on the board. Madeline Buskey, 6+ innings. 1-run ball, scattered 5 hits, struck out 3 to get the win. Moves to 7-1. Ashley Schroll, the complete game loss, 5 earned runs in 6 innings. She drops to 4-7. There was no save. Josie Liddon and Tyler Chambers both with multi-hit days. Chambers had a couple of RBI singles. Delilah Aguirre had an RBI single. Ashley Talaga an RBI double. And for CUC, it was Ashley Schroll with an RBI single in the 7th inning, but no multi-hit days in Game 1 or Game 2 for Concordia Chicago. With the win, the Spartans moved to 27-5 on the season, 15-3 in the NAC. Concordia Chicago drops to 12-15, 6-8 in conference. Game 2 took 1 hour and 30 minutes. Next up for Aurora, they welcome rival Benedictine here for a 3 o'clock start on Wednesday. It's a twin bill, rescheduled from April 18th. We'll see you here. Concordia Chicago also playing on, we think, Wednesday. The conference website says they'll be at Marion for a 3 o'clock start. If not, it'll be at Lakeland on Thursday, also at 3 o'clock. But Marion needs to be made up, so does Alverno. It's going to be a busy final week of the season for every team in the conference after a rainy and or snowy spring. And it's all coming to a quick conclusion here as we move into the final 7 days of conference play. We thank the entire Aurora University Game Day crew. We could not do this without them. But one final time, Aurora with the Twin Bill sweep today. 8-0 in 5 innings in Game 1, 5-1 in Game 2. My name is Sean Fry. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching Aurora University Softball right here at athletics.aurora.edu.